Jeff Hamilton literally said no work is being done at the moment on WoW. Yes, I will make a joke. It might be in poor taste, but that's nothing new. It's not. That's been obvious for a long time. And I will say this. I think that they need to focus on this like harassment stuff, and if they need to take time off of the game, if they need to say, listen, we're going to take 2 weeks or 3 weeks off of development of the game to really just take a step back. It's like KFC does this every once in a while, right? And like you'll see this. You ever have like your KFC close and then it opens back up and they actually clean the floor? Well, the reason for that is because corporate comes in and they say to this KFC, there's too many homeless people with syringes sticking out of their arms that are passed out in the corner of the lobby. And we need you to clean that up and to make it to where normal people want to come inside this restaurant and eat our chicken. And they do this, and they come back, and everything's okay. The problem, really, and I talked to my dad about this, and my dad was explaining to me about the anti-harassment seminars and things like that they had to deal with whenever he was at work. Here's what they had to do. They had to go through these, basically like quizzes. They were these little modules, that's what he called them. And these are like little throwaway quizzes. About the same amount of effort went into this quiz that goes into the BuzzFeed quiz for telling you what school in Harry Potter your dog belongs to. So anyway, it's like questions like, Bill puts his hand on Stacy's breast. Is Bill wrong? You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, thank God. Thank God we have somebody who's able to impart this knowledge upon us. You know, no, shut up, bitch. Listen, if you're in the office and Stacy's not your goddamn wife or your girlfriend, yeah, you're not supposed to do that, okay? Especially not without asking. So listen, here's the point that I'm making, right? Is that the only reason these companies are doing any of this like anti-sexual harassment stuff is just for plausible deniability inside of lawsuits. Do you really think they care about it? Do you really think they care about this whenever they go with the cheapest possible solution? Abso-fucking-lutely not. They don't give a shit about it. They're just looking for a way to write these things off and not have to worry about them. But we have had a little bit of a problem here. And I want to talk about that problem that we've had. So this is a tweet that was made. This is by an individual. If your reaction to everything going on right now is to complain that the next patch is going to take longer to release, then you need to step back and realize that you are part of the problem. You value video game content more than human decency and respect. Well, most people do, because they're paying for a video game and not human decency and respect. They're paying you guys to make a game, not touch each other inappropriately and get sued by the state of California. That's not what people are paying for. No, nobody wanted this. Just get back to making the game. That's the goal. Now, obviously, I care because I'm personally invested. But the idea to guilt trip the consumer, to guilt trip the customer, and tell them you are the problem because you are not happy with a service that is not being provided that you paid for? Abso-fucking-lutely not. You're paying a monthly fee for this, and so it makes sense that people are going to be frustrated because they're not getting what they paid for. Like, for example, if something bad happens at Walmart and then the Walmart closes, people don't give a shit about what the manager's relationship is. They don't care. They want to go in there and buy a $3 shirt. They want to go in there and buy the meat that is probably not even meat. You know, they want to go in there and get their stuff. And so it's very disappointing to see the Blizzard developers take this approach. And this has been something that I feel has been happening. I've got to talk about this. Is that I have never seen a company, if you take the collective of all of the Blizzard employees, I have never seen a company that has vilified and said negative things about their community and about their customers more than Blizzard. And what I mean by I have never seen this, I mean if you combine all of the gaming companies in the entire world and you compare them to just Blizzard, Blizzard is still winning in that category. They're still winning. And that's how much it is. Like, it's fucking crazy. And I understand that, like, yes, you want to respond to things. I get it, right? And I think that these things are okay in, like, an individual vacuum. But the thing is, this isn't a vacuum. This is an entire ecosystem. And it makes me wonder, like, what the fuck is going on? Devil's advocate here. Do you think part of what he's trying to say is toxic players yelling at devs is part of the problem with things in the team causing issues? If players that are being mean to you cause you to inappropriately touch your coworkers, then I think you should find another job. Yeah, let's be honest. This is nobody's fault except for their own. This is completely their responsibility. This is not toxic players. This is not anything like that. I think that there are toxic players and there are things that should be called out. But as I said, there has never been, like, there's no company that vilifies its consumers more than Blizzard. And it has people on social media that work for the company that are saying these things regularly. It's extremely worrying because it's like, what does that really, how do they feel about people behind closed doors? The Blizzard Activision stock is in free fall. I saw that on my during my intro, right? I read that somebody said that in my chat and then, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Woo-hoo! It's not looking good. Niagara Falls, yes, exactly. It's a very sharp drop, and as you guys can see, this is not good. This is a bad trajectory to have. And what you have to remember with this thing right here is that this is Activision Blizzard. This is not just Blizzard. So you have to assume that if you just look at Blizzard, I mean, bro, that's like a like that's down into the ocean, man. Like, because you're having this offset by like Call of Duty, you're having this offset by like King. The entire market is down. You're right. I'm sure this has nothing to do with the sexual harassment lawsuit in case that they're literally being sued by one of the largest states in the entire country. You're right. No, you're very right. It has nothing to do with it. Thank you so much for that input. Thank you. I'm glad that you know that. Are you really going to say that a national news story about a company having year after year, a decade plus of sexual harassment claims, people that are literally might face criminal charges, and the games itself being stopped, the development on these games stopping, and everything like this will have no impact on the stock? Is this really the hill we're going to die on? Come on. Shut up. Let's see here. Let's read the rest of these. Preach will not be covering World of Warcraft anymore.
Look, we're not covering World of Warcraft anymore. I'm telling you now. That's not happening.
That's brutal.
We talked about it yesterday. We're not doing it. It's not happening. It's not happening.
Yeah.
I have a lot more detailed things to talk about that, because it's not as simple as like all that kind of stuff. It's not as simple as it sounds, let's put it that way, because I've got other people to look after in our business. But this is kind of the tip of the iceberg on this stuff. Like, it's awful. It's horrendous. Like, everybody who in our team is completely done with this bullshit from start to finish, especially me.
Yeah, and like that's what he says. It says the tip of the iceberg, right? Which is what I was saying too. Which is like, yeah, abso-fucking-lutely. That's what it is. It's like, this is the tip of the iceberg. It's like, yes, the game is bad. Yes, this other thing is wrong. Yes, this thing after that is wrong. There are so many other things that are wrong at the same time. So many people are leaving, dude. I know, Jibu. I want to make a comment here. Gmod and Mechagon Jibu quit WoW. He posted a tweet longer. I read a pretty good bit of it, and I'm never gonna get my mouth right. But like, it's sad, man. It's definitely fucking sad. This is what a lot of people have said, is that this is the tip of the iceberg, right? This is the straw that broke the camel's back. It's not a surprise. Like, I don't want to quit WoW. Like, I don't. Like, I haven't been playing WoW. I'll be honest. I really haven't. Like, I can log on right now. I'll log on to like an alt or something like that, and I'll see the last time that I was online in WoW. I was last online 8 days ago. 8 days ago. So I haven't been playing for over a week. I haven't logged on for a whole week. And eventually I will, I'll get back into it. Eventually I will play again. But I just, like, honestly, it's the same as a lot of people. It's like, it doesn't have anything to do with the harassment stuff. It's just like, fuck. Like, what is going on? Would you make more sword runs? One day I will. I'm sure I'll come back to WoW soon. But it's just, I feel bad about doing it with all this drama that's been going on, man. I'll be honest, I really am. Let's see here. Devil's advocate, potential unpopular opinion. Do you think sending a bad message that you're still against what's going on at Blizzard, but still continue to say you support the game's content? No, I don't think that's a bad message at all. I think that it's very measured and very intelligent. Blizzard is comprised of thousands of people that all work there, and the bad things are probably shouldered by a dozen. Yeah, I don't want to put thousands of people out of a job just so I can virtue signal and tell everybody how good of a person I am. Like, there are thousands of people that are working there. Look, I'll show you, just so you can see this. I'll show you how many people are working there who don't agree with this shit. Over 2,500 current and past Blizzard employees have now signed an open letter. Over 800, it was only 800 yesterday, have signed an open letter to leadership criticizing the official statement on the lawsuit and demanding one that reflects the seriousness of the allegations. So no, I don't believe that it's a bad message to continue supporting all of those people, to continue supporting thousands, literally, of people because of the actions of a few. That's why. Sam Walton's kind of five-head. There's only one boss, the customer. He can fire everybody in the company, from the chairman on down, simply by spending his money somewhere else. Sam Walton, that's the guy, by the way, who made Walmart. Okay, this guy fucking knows what's going on. Pro gamer, by the way. Game developers just attacked this pro gamer. Yeah, it's happened to me before. Russell Brower, this is another person. This guy made a lot of the WoW music. Look at his header right there. World of Warcraft, Diablo 2, StarCraft 2. Wish I could get those 12 years of my life back. That's so fucking sad, man. That's absolutely so fucking sad. Look at that guy's hairline, man. He's like 50 years old. He's got a better hairline than I do, man. Fuck this shit.